Hi, as I mentioned in the guitar video, I'm a multi-instrumentalist who developed focal hand or musician's dystonia about 10 years ago. And like most of us, I haven't seen much improvement in all that time. I tried not to despair and kept on playing. Certainly finished my stage career. But in the latter half of 2010, for a combination of reasons, I seem to be starting to notice some improvement, which is wonderful. Still a long way from being able to play properly, but it's a lot better than it was. So I thought I'd share maybe some of the things that I've been doing, and I'm not sure if any individual thing is causing it or a combination of. As I mentioned in the guitar video, I started finger picking guitar, which is something I hadn't done before, and tried to do it slowly and methodically and not rush it and get control of the fingers. I've had some success with that. And also some flamenco rumba style guitar, which gets the wrist, really nice and loose. But the main change was I brought in a couple of toys, one being this little gadget, which is basically a ball with some rubber bands, and it gives a reverse tension. And squeeze and then stretch and squeeze and then stretch. And I do 100 or so repetitions of that every evening while I'm just laying on the couch watching television. I think this may have contributed to some of my improved finger movement, but what it has certainly done is relieved this tension that a lot of us get in our forearms when we're playing, like a cramp, sometimes extremely painful. I could maybe play piano for 15-20 minutes and maybe not even that long, and this would just be really painful. And I noticed it on pretty much all of the instruments, including the flute. And this has definitely gotten rid of that 100%. I can sit and play the piano or the flute all day and have no tension in here whatsoever. So this little gadget, I'm pretty sure, is responsible for that. Also, I've been using a Mirabucks. This is just a box with a mirror in it, 2 holes so both my arms can go in. The idea being, this is actually was mainly used for phantom limb pain for amputees, but there have been some suggestions that it can work for dystonia and some other ailments. Now the idea is that this is my good hand, you can see that, and you put both arms in at the same time, and by leaning slightly to one side and doing exactly the same motion with both hands, your brain is only seeing the fluid hand that has the good movement. The idea being, and I've seen nothing on the internet that says this is proven and definitely works, but common sense says that it might, is that you will either unconfuse or confuse your brain in a different way. So after a period of time of only seeing a good movement, and it thinks it's this hand, remember, that it may help the hand improve in some subconscious way through the neurons or whatever. And the other thing I did was change my fingering on the flute. I always used to play with my fingertips, and I changed with this hand, the dystonic hand, and took up a posture similar to that which pipers use, bagpipers. Although a lot of Celtic players, flute players, actually do use this hand position anyway. After quite a long time of frustration with spacing, because one of my dystonic fingers goes up and the other goes down, this one, and to the right, and it would come off the hole. I found it hard to get a seal, and that seems to be improving. The dystonic finger, as you'll notice when I play, still shoots up, but the interesting thing is I'm not aware that it's up, which is strange because obviously those of you that have this, it like sticks up really hard and you're really trying to force it down. So even though it still floats up there, I'm not aware that it's up there, and it actually obeys me when it comes down. My playing's a long way, as you'll hear, from being perfect, but it is a huge improvement over six months ago. I have to come back here because the microphone is a cheap one and the flute peaks it. So I'll play something slow. still sticks up, but I'm only aware of it because I'm looking at it in the camera, and I just feel no tension in it, which is a huge improvement. I'll try to play something a little faster to show that it works. And for those of you who are not aware of Celtic flute playing, I'm actually not tonguing as I play, so all the separation is actually done by the fingers, and that for me is a huge improvement. So good luck to you all, and I hope there's something that'll help you. Thank you.